This day in time. What happened today, years ago?
Is Dunkirk, an absolutely staggering story of survival.
Right.
May 26, 1940. Dunkirk. Just the name itself, it paints a picture, doesn't it? Can you kind of set the scene for us, what was going on?
Okay, so imagine this. You've got something like 400,000 Allied soldiers, mostly British, but French too, and Belgians.
Okay.
And they are completely tracked, pushed right up against the English Channel on the beaches near Dunkirk. The German army's advance, the Blitzkrieg, it had been just devastatingly fast.
So their backs were literally against the wall or the sea?
Exactly. The sea behind them, German forces closing in fast. It looked like total annihilation. I mean, militarily, it was about as bad as it gets.
Wow. And this is where Operation Dynamo kicks in, sort of a desperate measure.
Totally desperate. It was run from these underground tunnels at Dover Castle by Admiral Bertram Ramsay. And it was incredibly risky. The Royal Navy just didn't have anywhere near enough ships to pull off an evacuation that big, especially with the enemy breathing down their necks.
So what do they do? This leads to that incredible part of the story.
It does. They have to think way outside the box. They put out a call for civilian boats.
Just regular boats,
Yeah.
like fishing boats and stuff.
Fishing boats, pleasure yachts, ferries, even tiny little boats. Over 800 of them answered the call. Some got naval crews, but a lot were just manned by ordinary people, civilians sailing right into a war zone.
That's hard to fathom, sailing towards the fighting, the bombing.
Oh, the danger was immense. The German Air Force, the Luftwaffe, was constantly bombing the beaches, bombing the ships, trying to get people off.
So the RAF, the British Air Force, must have been involved too.
Absolutely critical. The RAF pilots were fighting intense dogfights overhead, trying to give the boats and the troops on the beach some kind of cover. It was just, chaos, constant danger everywhere.
And yet somehow it worked. I mean, the numbers are just astounding.
They are. Against all odds, in just over a week, they rescued nearly 338,000 soldiers.
Wow.
About 198,000 British and around 140,000 French and Belgian troops. They had to leave behind almost all their heavy equipment. Tanks, trucks, guns, a huge material loss.
But they saved the men.
They saved the experienced soldiers, and that was absolutely vital for Britain being able to stay in the war.
And it's interesting how this event, which was technically a massive military retreat, maybe even a defeat, it gets remembered differently.
Completely. The narrative shifted almost immediately. Instead of just being seen as a disaster, Dunkirk became this powerful symbol.
Of what? Resilience.
Resilience, definitely.
Yeah.
Defiance, the courage of the ordinary sailors, the Dunkirk spirit, It became this beacon of hope, actually. It showed that even facing disaster, there was this will to fight on. It boosted morale massively back home.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more history daily.